I thought we did a tremendous job tonight coming out and playing our game. We've had if you look at our last 2 weeks, it's been full of lots of softball. So this game to me could have been a trap, and I thought we did a great job of coming out and doing what we are capable of doing, putting up some major cricket numbers, and I thought Lefty came in and just settled everything down, and lucky her, I get to put her in with bases loaded, 1 out, and she gets us out. And so all of these, remember we talked about at the beginning of the year when I put her in some of these situations, and I said all this is going to do is help her as the season goes on, because I'm going to keep putting her in there. And I felt like tonight when she came in, she was like, yep, this is what I do. I'm going to come out here, get us out, and let's go score some runs. So just a really great job, honestly, from our offensive side of the ball.
And how about Coco? Wooley looked like she was never away, even though she was away.
Yeah.
Did she go full steam? Because I know you said you were when she was available, but
Yep.
she looked like she was mid-season form.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Coco wasn't 100%. She's pretty close to being 100%. And she's been dying to get out there, and I've just been very cautious with her because she's such a valuable part of our team and our program. So tonight we made some modifications to her. You notice she didn't slap. She kind of stayed away from the short game and hit. We weren't going to steal her in bases, so we we're just kind of continuing to keep her in some situations, just put her in, situations that we felt like we were going to be okay. She's fine. I'm just always going to be very cautious with her.
But yet she runs hard because time at third, and
she doesn't know how to.
And
not.
I figure you do this, so it's hard, isn't it?
Yes, and she's like, Coach, I'm running at 85%, and I said, well, my eyeballs don't look like that. So I don't know that Coco has an 85%. I think it's 0 and 150.
What about the play when she knocked the ball down and threw the girl out after you guys don't get the obstruction call? Because that's going to be 1 or 2 runs.
Absolutely, and the dive up the middle, I felt like off the bat, I was like, oh, that's a hit, and I was like, oh, nope, there she is, like sliding and diving, and then tossing that ball. Rylan was there, so it's really nice to have her back in the lineup.
Talk to me about the last regular season game here at Davis. How did that feel for the players? How did that feel for you?
Yeah, I love this place, honestly. I think this year in regular season, this has been a very special venue. The 12th man has been tremendous. I feel like you can see that in our record at home. We take care of the field, and the 12th man takes care of everything else. And so for me, I think, just continuing to build and get better, and we've had some good wins on the road as well, and so we're just going to build on this, and then finish off at Sam Houston tomorrow and get a little break in us.
Yeah, I think all of us could probably say we've lost count of the run rules y'all have had. So just kind of speak to the mental capabilities of this team, especially in midweek games.
Yeah, I think it just shows you our leadership. When you look at Trinity, you look at Rylan, you look at Julia, Jazz Hill, those seniors have just done a really good job of continuing to make sure that this team is focused, ready to go, no matter what it is. And we truly, I know it sounds, is that really true? We don't really talk about who we're playing. We truly talk about what we need to do in the box. So what are we hunting? Defensively, are our feet moving? Are we getting, turned? We only talk about ourselves. And I think when you start to really buy into that and figure that piece out, you start to win all of these midweek games. Mm-hmm.
Why did Levitt not have it today, you feel? When you look at her numbers.
Yeah, I think she's pressing a little bit. I just felt like she was throwing too many balls. And this team, Houston, they have some kids that I feel like with a couple swings of the bat, they could get back in there. And so I felt like today's game was very, very important for us to win. And so, I had told her that, she was going to start the game, and then, Lefty was going to come in.
It was setting those games out, how tough was it on you setting it?
It really is. It's really tough when you're I'm a very competitive person. I've started a lot of games, so it is tough to be on that other side, but it also taught me how to be a good teammate and just how to bring energy when I'm not on the field for my teammates.
Look like, man, you're in mid-season form. Now, you can tell us what form you're in, but your arm, your glove, you got to hit, run the bases. You look like you didn't miss a beat. Maybe that's not true, but maybe you can tell us where you're at on your percentage, and what about that?
Yes, I feel good right now. Just practicing. I never missed practice. I was still practicing. So I feel good right now. My teammates are supporting me. And yes, I do feel like I missed a beat, but my teammates are there to support me and just let me know that everything's going to be fine and just trust the process.
How does it feel the last game at Davis for this season, at least the regular season? How does that feel for you?
For me, it's bittersweet because I would have loved to be on the field with my seniors for our last SEC home series, but luckily God let me play today with them, so I got to, one last ride. That's my favorite group, so it was good.
Yeah, Ford was talking about how she feels like you're just like 100% or not. So, and we could see that today. Do you feel like that's just like an innate part of who you are?
Yeah, I go one speed. It's fast, and sometimes it haunts me, and sometimes it's good. But yes, it is really hard for me to just stop the brakes. Yeah, y'all probably saw me get yelled at a couple times. Chill out, but yeah, it is. I have one speed and it's fast.
What play did you enjoy more? Getting the diving and making the play, or getting the obstruction call after they called you out? Which play do you like best?
I'm a defensive girl, so diving and stopping a run was my favorite.
That's a pretty sweet way to come back.
Yes.
Then what about, you did a ricochet play too?
Yes. Last year when Rylan was at third, we had a lot of those, so I'm always kind of looking for it, and it was there, so I did the best I could.
Pretty good way to come back.
Thank you.